You know what the fuck going on, man. It's Big Homie Mac, man. Big dog business, bitch. And we in here with 317 A&R turning locals into stars, bitch.
So when you first started rapping, bro, like, and you can speak on this if you was around when it happened as well. Did it seem like it came easy to him, like he was a natural? Or did he need some work?
Let me tell you, he deleted all his old songs. When I first met him, it was like, we was 15, so it was like, yeah, this shit fire. Looking back on it now, it's probably like a bunch of corny ass shit.
For sure.
But the mic that he had, like, it's really a come up to see where he was back then versus now, because it was just a little laptop and just a little shitty ass mic. So it's like, he's getting studio time now. It's like, you know, we working on shit, and it's crazy to see how, like, this man come up with it.
Man, because really, it was like, because like I said before we got on, I'd be doing this shit by myself. So, like, I had to teach myself how to mix. And I wasn't even using, like, real software to record myself. I was using, like, a website. So, like, I was, at first, I wasn't even having a mic. I was recording through the computer mic. So, I was playing the beat through the headphones, rapping to the computer. So, like, it was already sounding bad. But it was just, like, if people could get the gist of, like, what he was saying, and the beat was cool, especially around that time, we was, like, middle school.
Right.
So, it's like, if you was rapping and you was kind of decent, you was already hard to the people. So, like, but yeah, looking back, nah, that's whack.
Hey, you being honest though, that's what's up. So, like bro was saying earlier off camera, like your sound, you don't sound like nobody really in the city.
Right.
So, first, can you speak on like who you grew up on? Like I know you said who your mom was listening to a lot, but who was some of your influences, like some of your goats in your eyes, and like what led you to being different, sounding different?
Sheesh, man. What let me sounding different was I always wanted to go against the grain. Like not Nipsey's music, but Nipsey Hussle as a person, the things he would say as an entrepreneur, like I would take a whole lot of that into account. Like as far as like he say like there's no traffic in your lane. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna be the only one there. So like that's how I sort of see it. So like I would listen to a whole lot of, for me, Kendrick Lamar. Kendrick Lamar was tough to me.
For sure.
Because it was just like, damn, like, he got all these different, he versatile as hell. You put him on a feature, he can do that. Put him on a feature, he can do this. And then he can make all these albums and just, you know, stay consistently good, creative and all that. But Kendrick, Kanye, of course, Kanye's production, really. Who else? Some good ones. Like, I listened to a lot of Mick Jenkins growing up. I listened to a lot of Eminem. I listened to a whole lot of old shit because I like to break down the craft and shit. So, like, I listened to, like, Rakim, Wu-Tang, from New York to Cali, like all the way through and through. Whatever hip hop I could find, I listen to. Like if I know the intent of it is good, like I can feel it, and that's always influenced me. So that's what maybe made me make my sound different.
For sure. What would you say is your favorite album of all time?
Favorite, To Pimp a Butterfly.
Okay.
For sure.
Okay.
For sure.
What about you? What would you say, bro?
Same thing.
Same
And I'll ride for that album with everything in me.
That was crazy. What
It's
is
so crazy.
It is, but alright, since y'all gonna say that, I gotta play devil's advocate. Like, why not Good Kid, Mad City?
Good Kid, Mad City? I feel like okay. So like in comparison to what I got going on, because I wasn't gonna say it, but so like Rest Easy is my Good Kid, Mad City. Like it's like you scratching at the surface, and it's like, damn, he got something going on. But To Pimp a Butterfly was like he kicked in a dope.
Yeah.
That's how I feel like I'm going on with the next project. So like for Good Kid, Mad City, it was like, all right, that's hard, but let me see if he can follow it up nice. And I think it was because the follow up was so good, and just everything around it, from the rollout, promotion, and marketing, all that. Like that album,
not just only that. With Good Kid, Mad City, it's like a somewhat more personal album to him. And then with To Pimp a Butterfly, it's like not to say that it's not personal, but all of us is just like, as black people, can relate.
Yeah.
Not that we couldn't relate to the other one, but it's like the song You, for example, with like depression and losing your homies.
That's the one.
Yeah, losing your homies and you not being able to be there, and then all the depression that kind of comes after that, and you just like blaming yourself. And that's just that one song in general.
Yeah.
But just like, you know, the relatability factor and the fact that he's gotten to a point where he's like so good but still like can humble himself in such a way where it's like oh yeah, that I can relate to you when I was like 15.
Yeah.
Like, you know, growing up on the street and playing with the kids, and you know, watching my mom or pop struggle, and you know.
No, for sure.
Hold on, wait, what's yours?
Was mine?
Yeah.
I love Good Kid, Mad City, my favorite album.
Oh, okay.
That's second.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
That's second.
it just is, bro. Like, I think it's more like, you know how like old heads, bro. Like, I don't know if y'all pay attention to sports and shit, but I used to hoop, so like, you know how old heads would be like, you feel me? Mike is the greatest of all time, you know what I'm saying? But you got young niggas that like LeBron's the greatest of all time.
Right.
It's like, you really not wrong with either one, but for the old heads, it's like the nostalgia of Mike. Like,
I feel you.
They was young when he was dominating, like that's what they was really in love with. Like, now when they watching LeBron as a grown adult, it's not the same, but he doing the same thing,
Exactly.
you know what I'm saying? So that's kind of how like I feel about Good Kid, Mad City, like the nostalgia of it. Like,
Now
I
it hits
was I was young, like, I was probably like, what, that was 2012, I was probably a freshman. Like, so I'm really like starting to get conscious, and I'm like, damn, this nigga really different. Like,
On top of that, it's like we was like around that, what was we, like 11, so we wasn't like really like clicking with it.
Yeah.
But like when To Pimp a Butterfly came out, we was like 15, 16.
Yeah,
It
man.
came out like 2015.
See, 'cause
when
Good Kid, Mad City,
I was 15 when that came out. Y'all was 15,
Man,
so it's
because
kind
Good
of
Kid,
like
Mad
that.
City, Good Kid, Mad City, me was like, I was introduced to it with swimming pools, so I was like, yeah, alright.
Yeah, I feel you. I feel you. And really, like, he put me on, my boy on camera, DK put me on Kendrick, like, Section 80 around that time. And I had to go back and listen to Overly Dedicated and all that. But like,
Overly Dedicated slept on.
yeah, he got flawless projects, like, for real.
He hate that much.
He don't like it.
He don't like Overly Dedicated.
It don't hold up to me.
Wow.
Look
It's crazy. Look. I'm the biggest Kendrick fan. I swear, I'll die for that
Hey,
nigga.
man,
But that
he
one
be
just
doing
don't hold
that
up.
mug so bad. He be like, no.
You don't like Overly Dedicated?
don't-
It's old Kendrick, though. I can understand
Yeah,
it.
but like Section 80, everything after that.
I think the EP was better than Overly Dedicated, though.
Yeah, the Kendrick Lamar EP too. I was like, yeah, that's
Man, bro, Overly Dedicated, fire.
I get it.
I'm not saying it's like bad, but I'm
I ain't
like,
gonna lie to you, like Overly Dedicated, bro. Like, I think he was going through something with his shorty or something like
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
Like, he had a whole lot of shit on there, like, cause Pussy and
PNP,
yeah.
That's my shit.
But but what's that? What's the heart? That's the heart one? No, what is it?
On there. He got shit like Barbed Wire on there.
Barbed Wire started hitting me late.
You got that joint with
fire.
Janae Aiko or
Yeah,
something.
yeah.
I fuck with that.
Average Joe.
Average Joe is
Shit
hard, too.
fire.
He got,
I fuck with Kendrick, though.
he got the song with Gucci on there too. Vanity.
Oh yeah,
It's on-
Vanity.
It's on SoundCloud though.
I like Vanity.
I ain't gonna lie. I'm a Cole fan too. But I think Kendrick takes the
He
cake.
said that nigga bored.
Hey, man. He hard, man.
Man,
He hard. He hard. Don't get me wrong, because I think that's because people be mistaking what I'm saying. He hard because as a rapper, he's tough.
He
but
can
I
write
could
a
find
song
I can
technically.
find you 100 other J. Coles.
that's the thing.
There are too many other J. Coles. They just don't get love because I think it's really that mixed thing for me. I think that's what it is. I think it's because like he sort of relate to like both sides and he get both. Like if Logic was a little darker, he would be a Cole. That's how I feel.
Like honestly, bro, like nobody relating to Logic either. I'm not gonna say nobody, but like
Yo.
you know, you got that one fan base for Logic, and it's like when you get out of when he dropped that little project for that book Supermarket,
Man, I don't
that
care.
little trash that man. And Logic a goat. I'm not even finna.
Logic hard, dude.
So his projects, like, I ain't gonna lie. I love Friday Night Lights. I
What's
love Born Center was cool. It's got some shit on there, but Friday Night Lights.
Born
and-
Center got some shit.
Born Center
Bro,
got some shit.
people don't like me for this,
Fortune
but I'd
God,
say
like,
that's my favorite project by him.
Born Center. I like
That's my
Fortune
favorite.
God, bro.
My favorite.
I think that's because it got
all
it got O-play to me. So like I just be like, I mean, because like I said, he good. Every album is good. Every project is good. But like it really came down to Born Center just hit me. That's
Born Center got She Gon' Pop on there.
My favorite one of
Born
all
Center got
time
some-
is
Land of the Snakes is silly.
what
Like,
was it? The 2016 one where he dropped
For Your Eyes Only.
For Your Eyes Only. That's my favorite one.
Yeah.
that's
It's crap. Like I say that to everybody.
But
Hell no, bro.
I'm surprised you say you like because it had folding clothes on it. You hate that.
Yeah, I hate folding clothes.
He
but
hate
like,
folding clothes.
that album to me was like personal. I like that
First
person.
they was talking about almond.
That shit.
I couldn't do it, bro. It was
Almond
decent,
milk.
though. It was decent. Bro, nothing he put out is terrible, but
It's
like,
not horrible, but I get what you're saying, cause like I feel the same way about like Logic. Like Logic is a good rapper.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
he can rap.
Yeah.
But like,
am I entertained?
Yeah,
I have respect
Right.
for the craft,
Exactly.
I'm
but
not gonna go through your album.
It's like that. It's like that whole like, cause you rap fast, you nice. Like,
And I'm gonna say this because I'll be saying this about everybody. Just because you a good rapper technically, don't mean that you like a good person to listen to.
a good
niggas-
artist.
that don't mean your music is good.
You know what I'm saying?
Production
Like,
is everything, and production to me, I'm not even gonna say to me, really to everybody. Even if they don't want to admit it, production better than lyrics. I'm gonna say
it's
it
a big difference between a
because you
good
gotta
artist
like,
and a rapper.
you gotta feel what the song is, even if it's like not lyrical. You can just like
Feel
move
it.
to something, yeah.
I
or just
think
get
they,
hype.
I think they even, but to me, just because you like a good rapper, technically, like like the way you rapping is good and the shit you. If I don't feel it, like it's the way you say it and
Yeah,
the delivery too.
delivery.
Like
Yeah.
if I can't relate to it, or if it can sound great, you know what I'm saying, but that don't mean I'm feeling it and I'm trying to hear it all the time. You know what I'm saying?
sir.
But speaking of rap, bro, we gonna go back to like the local scene. Like, is there anybody in the city that you fuck with musically? Like you would get a step to?
Boy, everybody asks me, I say Ace.
You say Ace?
Ace, that man to me.
Yeah.
Like, and if Debo was out,
Yeah,
Debo be that man to me.
for sure.
I really listen to Ace because the Amber Woods connect.
Mm-hmm.
Who else? Rello. That's Rello heavy. Rello
sure,
hard to me.
for sure.
I think my man. Hold on, I'm getting to it. Cause really, all my guys in Slum Baby family hard.
Okay,
Like, we got
talk about that.
317 Dot is hard. He used to go by King DeWitt. I've been knowing him since I was a junior. That boy, he can spit and he got the vibes, the melodies, all that. We got a big dude named Wop. Wop go hard. I don't know what
He got a little
change
list
it.
thing going on.
He got a little list, but he still be spitting.
Hey,
He
it's
can
a lot of
spit, like,
rappers
he's
with lists,
crazy.
though.
yeah,
He's crazy,
He
bro.
be
Like,
he be
he's
spitting. Like he can. Me and him sat there and freestyle probably like 2 hours straight, like no breaks. Like he go.
he really
who else? Armeezy go. Armeezy real nice. He got a real distinct sound too. I think people just overlook him a little bit because maybe the mixing sometimes. But besides that, he hard too. Armeezy. My little brother Capone, he be doing his thing, but he just ain't dropped yet. So that's his little thing right now. But yeah, I mean, it's a lot of guys I like from the city for real, because I think it'd be misconstrued. 'Cause we got a lot of people that be claiming the city, not from the city.
Hey,
They need a home. That's what.
hey, nah, it is. I ain't throwing shots, but it is. It is. It's a lot of people, you know. I'm sure every city got that though.
For sure.
I mean, what would you consider from the city though? Like, does it matter if you came from somewhere else or you know what I'm saying?
If
Like,
you from fucking Seymour, Indiana, bro, that don't.
That's not like that's what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
nah, that's
like,
that.
don't
Nah,
come
that's
down.
that.
That's what
Yeah,
I'm
that's
saying.
that.
Like, it's crazy. It's crazy because I feel like if I start speaking on it, it's gonna hit people.
yeah.
But you know what I'm talking about.
All these farewells I done given, I had a Pizzo in prison. I ain't even graduate before I lost about 20 niggas. I ain't got no relics, go, I got